All right. Game Changers Magazine, Game Changers Media Network, Voices of the Village podcast, and we're back with the Walkers Mojo Cafe, located right here in Ellenwood, Georgia. Phenomenal ambiance. The vibe is the vibe. Right. You get where I'm going. We're vibing. Now, we know you guys created a great community platform, not just a business, but somewhere people can come and vibe. Right. Vibe and have fun, drink good coffee, do all of that. But you guys got some community events coming up where, you're partnering with local organizations in the community. I see a gang of toys. A lady came and delivered toys this morning while we were here setting up. What's going on? What's next for Mojo coming up?
So we're doing a toy drive
here
at Mojo. Like you said, we've partnered up with other organizations, which are the Masonic Order.
So James Earl Acey Lodge, one of the local lodges here, as well as the Rising Sun Foundation.
Okay.
And so between the two of those, they partnered up with us to secure toys. We identified some local families from two of the elementary schools and one of the middle schools. Okay. Of some deserving kids and underserved families that we can potentially give these toys out to.
Okay.
So on December, we are accepting toys from now up until the 20th. On December 21st, on December 14th, we're gonna have an ugly sweater gathering here at the coffee shop. Okay. I think we're going to do in between around 7 to 9, 7 to 10.
6 to 9 is what we said.
Yeah, 6 to 9.
6 to 9, and that's in the evening, right?
Yes.
That evening, okay.
Yes, where anyone can come in and donate toys.
Okay.
And then on the 21st, we're going to change the coffee shop into a toy store.
Okay.
So basically the parents are going to be able to come in and pick their children's toys, which will kind of already have them separate, but they'll be able to wrap them. So I've been to a lot of toy drives where we give the kids their stuff right then and there. We ask the family to bring the kids and they get to see everything. Okay. We don't want that. We want the family to come in, wrap the gifts, and place them underneath the tree as if it really came from Santa Claus and Mommy and Dad.
Wow.
We want them to feel like they've accomplished something. They're able to see the smile on their kid's face. Right. And they feel like they gave it.
Right. Yes.
And that's what we want, because I remember one year, and it's crazy, we went and wrapped presents from our room and put them under the tree. So my mom would feel bad. Okay. So I get that part.
Wow. And we're in a time where times is getting hard. I mean, we're in a transition where I could definitely, we're in a transitional time where a lot of families won't see anything under the tree this year.
Right. And that's why we say we build off of our own experiences. Okay. My mother used to make a Christmas tree out of garland. Wow. She would put it on the wall, and whatever gifts she could afford, she would push up against the wall. Man. Right? And those are things that stuck with us. Okay. And that's what makes these types of events probably more special than anything else that we do in here.
That y'all do. Yep. Man, you guys say y'all been married, y'all just got married, but man, it just seems like you guys have been married for 30 years, man, because the connection is there. And I'm sorry. The connection is definitely there. The connection is definitely, it comes from a place where, man, experience. Yep. And experience, there's no better teacher than experience. Yep. Yep. And we definitely want to give Ms. Walker the time, because I know that personally touched her. I know that personally touched you in a way where, for your own personal experience and being able to give back in. I mean, the ambiance is beautiful. You set up a nice, beautiful, gourmet of plethora, I should say, of Christmas decorations. Just bringing love and joy and hope and peace. It's even better.
She starts putting up decorations on November 1st. Okay. So once I heard some of the challenges and some of the stories from her youth, it helped me to understand exactly why this time was so important to her. Right. And not just Christmas, but even Thanksgiving. Correct. Because we both come from huge families, very close-knit families. and we've all struggled together.
Right.
And so I think that's the theme of Mojo, right? For us in this community is, you know, no one should ever come in here and feel lesser than.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. I had a gentleman come in this morning where he was, he's clearly homeless.
Right.
And he kind of walked in and he said, hey, you know, I'd like a cup of coffee, but I don't want you to give it to me. Is there anything I can do? Take some trash out or whatever the case is.
Right.
And for me, it was just, hey, man, here you go.
Right.
You know, and he kind of looked at me like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, because we're all one paycheck away.
We all of us are one paycheck away.
Being that place.
From being in that place.
That's kind of the common theme that we keep when it comes to
absolutely
our business.
And you know, we talked about, you know, the people that are coming in and what time would be good for it to come in. Man, people have been coming here all day, man. So you guys are doing a phenomenal job being a hub in this community and just pushing people and gathering people and creating that family atmosphere.
Right.
Now, before we go, just want to ask you guys, is there anything you'd like to share? What's next for Mojo? Can we get a location on the Locust Grove side? Can we get something going? What's next for Mojo Cafe, man?
I have big plans for Mojo. We have big plans for Mojo.
Okay.
But I am a believer in keeping that to yourself.
Absolutely.
Hey. For the simple fact that we have big plans.
Okay.
What we're trying to do is just build this location first.
Okay.
Make sure that this location is steady.
Okay.
With people coming in, make sure that they wear holes in this floor to where we got to get a new one.
That's right.
And what we have planned for Mojo and what we want for Mojo,
it's coming.
Definitely more community events.
Wow.
We got something planned really big for the prom time frame. You know,
yes.
Keeping in mind our theme that, you know, people don't have it.
Right.
And it's hard to tell your children we don't have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And so that's the aspect for us is empowering the parent.
Right.
To be able to take their children something and have a smile on their face. Cause that's about energy. Yep.
Man.
Be ready for prom.
Yep.
Be
Prom's
ready.
gonna be the next
Be ready,
one. Yep.
because
We got something big.
Plan for prom.
Yep.
Man, you know, as I do this interview and hear you guys' story, man, I never really, the writers are game changers. They come up with the titles, but what I'm hearing is family built on foundation.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Family built on foundation.
Yep.
And that Mojo carries that family that's built on foundation so that it sustains, man. It sustains and it doesn't crumble. It doesn't, you know, if that foundation is firm, it doesn't crack.
Absolutely.
You know? All right, we want to thank you guys for coming on. I know you guys have customers waiting to taste some of that good coffee and some of those good smoothies, man. Thank you for taking the time out.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
All
much.
right, Game Changers Magazine, Game Changers Media Network, Voices of the Village podcast with the Walkers, Mojo Cafe. You guys come on out to Ellenwood, Georgia. Get you some of this Mojo.
Yes, sir.
Ease up.
2822 East Atlanta Road.